Hey guys, welcome to my 500 subscriber Q&A video. And man, I'm really impressed with the amount of questions you guys gave me, so I'm going to be going through every single one of them and giving my best possible answer. Now there are a lot of questions, so I will be going through them at a reasonable pace, but if you do want me to elaborate more on it, then you can just ask me in the comments below. So our first question comes from AC Manga, who asks, what is your favorite manga series? Now I would say Goosebumps, but you know, I feel like that is a really popular choice and just pretty much everyone thinks Goosebumps is their favorite manga. So aside from Goosebumps, it's definitely Vinland Saga. Okay, friggin' Vinland Saga blows me away. I'm not going to go into that much detail about why it's like the greatest thing ever, because I already did that in my top 10 manga video, but you know, Vinland Saga is just amazing. You should buy it. I mean, it should be in your collection right now, but if it's not, you should buy it and you should pre-order book 8. Manga Devault asks, what is the first manga you ever owned? Alright, so when I was a kid and I was huge into Pokemon, I mean, I'm still huge into Pokemon, but when I was a kid I was freaking crazy. I owned a Pokemon manga. It was called Genji's Rescue Team. It was only 6 chapters long, and it was based off the Red and Blue Mystery Dungeon games. I used to really love the Mystery Dungeon games. I mean, they're obviously not the greatest thing ever, and I do hear the new ones are pretty bad, but man, Red Rescue Team, best shit ever. Anyway, it was this one volume of manga that told pretty much the story of Red Rescue Team, where this guy, he gets turned into a tour chick, he teams up with a Mudkip, and they go to like defeat Groudon or something. It's been too long since I've played that to remember. And yeah, I was about 9 years old when I got it, so that was the first manga I ever owned. However, I did lose track of it over the years, and if you're curious, the first manga volume that started this collection was the first volume of Attack on Titan. He also asks what your favorite anime opening is. Now, this is an answer that changes all the time. A couple months ago someone asked and I said it was Death Parade, but right now I'm feeling Evangelion. I really am. I mean, Cruel Angel's Thesis is a friggin' amazing song. I think my favorite thing about this opening is how often it gets parodied. It's just awesome. It's one of the best things about Evangelion. Manga Madness asks, who is your favorite Hunter x Hunter character? I'm gonna say Killua, because I love how at the start of the series he seems like this innocent little kid. I mean, obviously he's really strong, but as the story progresses you realize there's more to this guy than you are led to believe, and next thing you know he is tearing people's hearts out and putting them in little bags. Mr. Jacques 120 asks, who is your anime waifu? Co-provider. DYL Master asks, what is your favorite anime? I'm not, like, entirely sure. To be honest, I have not, like, watched anime in a long-ass time. Like, I watched that one episode of My Hero Academia when I made that video. And other than that, the last time I watched anime was when One Punch Man ended. So a lot of the other series I've seen, I watched a long time ago now. I would pick Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, but I mean, it's been a super long time since I've seen that anime. I'm a lot more familiar with the manga, so I'm going to go with the anime original, Code Geass. I mean, this show is friggin' amazing. I mean, everyone who's seen this show knows it's amazing. It's just awesome. Like, seriously, you looking for a new anime to watch, have not seen Code Geass, get on that right away. 50 episodes, awesome. He also asks, how old is your cat? Cornflake is 8 years old. We got her about 6.5 years ago from the animal shelter. 8 years old is around 40 in cat years, I believe, so she's doing pretty well. And no, Eric, you can't have her. Who the crap do you think you are just asking to have my cat? No. Get out of here. Anyway, Attack on Eric also asked what my favorite hentai was. I actually do have an answer for this question. There is a really, really solid hentai that I've been watching recently. It's actually currently ongoing, so you know, you can go catch up and check out the new episodes as they air. Now, while it is a hentai, the main focus isn't really on sex. It's more about, you know, giant battles and dragons and all this awesome stuff. Anyway, yeah, it's called Game of Thrones. You should really check it out if you have not already. Some angry weeaboo just messaged me and told me that Game of Thrones isn't actually a hentai and I should pick something else. Shit, Boku no Pico. So the Otaku Critic asked a bunch of questions. The first one, of course, was who is your favorite female anime character? See all these Fullmetal Alchemist characters right up here? Pick anyone that is female, and that they are my favorite. He wants me to rate Naruto, One Punch Man, and My Hero Academia out of 10. Okay, so Naruto, I've only read part 1, and from what I've read, I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10. I'd give One Punch Man a friggin' 10 out of 10 just based off of enjoyment. I mean, it's no masterpiece, but I can't get enough of One Punch Man. And from what I've read of My Hero Academia, which is not very much, I am planning on catching up very soon, I would give it an 8 out of 10, but that's really only based off the first part of the series. It could change at any point. Louise the Bomb de Bees asked me if I have any favorite TV shows. I have quite a few favorite TV shows. Of course, we have the previously mentioned Game of Thrones, one of the best things on TV right now. It's so friggin' epic and I love it. My favorite cartoon series of all time is definitely Rick and Morty. It's absolutely wonderful. Like, it's the greatest thing. And I mean, with that friggin' cliffhanger at the end of season 2, just all the hype for the next season. Let's get it on the go. I also really like the Marvel Netflix shows, Daredevil, Jessica Jones. They're both fantastic. I also love Gravity Falls. Really sad that it's over now, but it was really great. I also love Steven Universe. I think it is an excellent children's show, and it really gives me hope for the future of children's shows, because a lot of kid shows nowadays are just buckle up, duckies, 'cause we gotta rock it. Natsu OK wants me to recommend him a romance manga. Now, most of the manga I've read that involve romance don't really focus on the romance all that much. An example would be Bakuman, where there's a romance throughout the whole thing, but, you know, it's mostly all about making the manga, reaching those deadlines, don't friggin' die. There's one romance manga I've read, however, that I can easily recommend to friggin' everyone. Yamada-kun and the 7 Witches. This is one of the most enjoyable, binge-readable manga I have ever read. When I first found out about this series, I read 150 chapters in a week. I friggin' love it. Now, I haven't read it in a while, I am not up to date. It's just a really fun, supernatural romance series. It's hilarious, I love all of the characters, it's so good. It's currently being released by Kodansha. I'm not sure how many volumes are out. There's gotta be quite a few out now, though. But the entire series is available on Crunchyroll. There's nearly 200 chapters, and they're just all on Crunchyroll. It's wonderful. Have at it. It is a shonen romance, however. If you were expecting me to recommend you a shoujo romance, you are out of luck, because I haven't actually read one of those. However, the next full series I'm going to be reviewing after Planets may be one of those. Maybe some more information come out. Anniversary video. Lotus Nerdcore Nerd Corner asked if I have a favorite anime OST. Don't lose your way, your mind. Like I said, I haven't watched much anime in a while, but you know, a soundtrack that always stood out to me was friggin' Kill la Kill. Just that one song, Before My Body's Dry, just yes. I also really like the opening songs. Honorable mention to Fairy Tail though. You know, say what you want about Fairy Tail, but the music kicks ass. Otaku Joe asks if I would ever cosplay at an anime convention. I don't actually know. I don't really go to any anime conventions. Like, where I live, the biggest conventions are sort of rather small, and I don't really know if I would dress up at all. It seems kind of fun, but you know, I think I'd rather be the person taking pictures of the people in costumes instead of actually being in the costume. I did go to PAX East last year and the year before, and it was really cool seeing the stuff that people came up with, but honestly, I don't really know if cosplay is for me. However, if I were going to cosplay, it would definitely be as Edward Norton. I mean, just check out this costume, it's friggin' amazing. Fluffy Roundabout, that is an amazing username anyway. He asked me if I had 3 wishes, what would they be? First wish would be to wish Dragon Ball out of existence. Second wish would obviously be to produce another season of Cory in the House. And my third wish would be for another 3 wishes. James Lech asked me what is my favorite and least favorite generation of Pokemon. This question was a lot harder than I thought because I think all the friggin' generations are great. Least favorite though would actually have to go to Generation 5. Now, I'm not actually speaking for the whole generation here because I have not played Black and White 2, I have only played Black and White. I still really enjoyed the games, but there were just things I didn't really like about them. For one, I wasn't a fan of the art style. Like, they updated the graphics to make it look more 3D, but they still kept the 2D character sprites. I didn't think that looked very well. There were a few times where they would zoom right into you when you're walking on a bridge or whatever, and it looks really pixelated. Same thing in the battle, the Pokemon move now, which is really cool, but the Pokemon on your end are just blown up and all pixely. It didn't seem like they adjusted the resolution. So I wasn't a huge fan of the aesthetic. I wasn't a huge fan of all of the new Pokemon. I didn't like how you could only use new Pokemon. I also didn't really like the experience system where if your Pokemon were over leveled, they would gain less experience from lower level Pokemon. It made grinding really weird. So yeah, that's just my opinion though. I still think Black and White are really good games. Now, as for my favorite, this was a very, very, very tough one, okay? Yeah, Gen 1 started it all. I wasn't going to pick Gen 1, but I mean, you know, it's there. Gen 2 was freaking amazing. The first Pokemon game I played was Silver, and it just added so much to the series. Gen 3 was the one I played the most as a kid. Friggin' Pokemon Emerald, Fire Red, love those games to death. Gen 6 added some revolutionary online features to Pokemon. It's absolutely amazing. I'm still playing those games to this day. Over 400 hours in both Gen 6 games combined. But personally, I think those games are too easy. I had to pick Gen 4. Not so much for Diamond and Pearl. Not so much for those, because I feel they don't hold up as well. But Platinum, like Sinnoh, it's so nostalgic for me. It may not be the best region, it may not have the best Pokemon, but I friggin' love Sinnoh. And Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Soul Silver is my favorite Pokemon game. I think it is amazing. Just friggin' amazing. Yeah, Gen 4 is my favorite Pokemon generation. May change when Sun and Moon comes out, you never know. But yeah, I friggin' love Gen 4. Robert Walkden asked, what are my 5 most wished for English manga releases? I want to see Battle Royale reprinted in English. I want to own Battle Royale in English. Just someone pick the series up and get on that. I want to see Platinum End come out in English. It probably will, but you know, it hasn't yet, so I wait. Kingdom! I hear Kingdom is great, and I would love to read it in English, but alas, no versions have come out yet. As well as Holy Land for the exact same reasons. And of course, I would love if Order number 11 got a full release in English. All we've gotten so far is one friggin' chapter that came with the Bakuman box set. I want the entire completed series of Order number 11 on my shelf. Seriously, Viz. This is what people want. And for the last question, T-Dog12344 asked me who I think the ultimate meme lord is. But you know what? You guys helped me reach 500 subscribers, so every single one of you is an amazing meme lord. Oh, was that answer too generic and cliche? Oh crap, I should really pick someone. Shit, I already used co-provider. Let's go with PewDiePie, my idol. So that was my Q&A video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I may do another one someday in the future. So thank you so much for watching, and once again, thank you so much for helping me reach the subscriber milestone. Here is the 44 million. And with that, I will see you guys in my next video, the full series review for Planets.